last school board meeting, Ms. Kisgamara said that when parents accuse the school board of not caring about loss of learning, it was just not true. In her heart, I'm sure she feels she does care, but we the parents are not reacting to how you feel or what you say. Instead, we react to what you're actually doing. Many of you have thanked the students for the sacrifices they have made this year. Do you realize that you put them in that situation by your closing their schools? You probably still believe that your decision to sacrifice the students' learning and mental health was correct and necessary, but you refuse to own that action. The school board never acknowledged any input from the countless parents who asked you to open the school for our children when we told you they were suffering emotionally and academically. Now parents who can afford private schools or to homeschool are doing so, while the rest of us have to accept this inferior education. How is this equitable? You listen to the teachers' union's demands instead of the teachers who told you virtual learning was exhausting and of lesser quality. Now teachers don't want to teach summer school, and some won't ever come back. And this is happening in FCPS, in Arlington, and in other districts who refuse to provide in-person learning. Unions and school boards created the staff dissatisfaction and the exodus. Some of you who spend so much time in political activism, giving a bad name to our school district, aren't acting on behalf of the citizens who voted for you to do one job, which is to ensure every student in FCPS receives excellent academics. Many taxpayers want to move out of Fairfax County because they don't want to pay high taxes for a school that is focused on the wrong things. You often discuss equity and inclusion, and yet somehow you exclude children with disabilities. At the last return to school session, the board said summer programs for general education students are fully staffed, while those for students with disabilities are only 50% staffed. And because everything is so last minute with FCPS, today many parents woke up to the news that their kids won't be starting summer school in 4 days because of lack of teachers. Your disregard for families' schedules and our kids' learning disruption is telling. Those like my son, who was lucky enough to get a spot, will be in a classroom of 16 special ed students. 16. This is frankly disappointing and frustrating. Do you want a solution to this problem? I will give you 3. 1, allow the students with disabilities who wish to access the fully staffed general ed programs to do so. Allocate money for parents to contract private summer tutors. Do partnerships with local well-established tutoring services to teach the students your current staff can teach. These solutions respect the students' federally protected civil right to equal access. Don't further segregate these students, nor reduce the quality of my son's education just because you don't have the staff. Think outside the box, please. Give our kids what they deserve by law, or you will find yourselves immersed in more lawsuits and unenrollment. You all can talk about how much you care, but the parents have no reason to trust what FCPS says anymore.
Thank you. We now have video testimony from Alex Levine.